I was involved in a match with Dino Bravo, and he was being managed by, I don't want to say Jimmy Hart. I think Jimmy Hart. I don't think it was maybe Frenchie Martin. I think it was Jimmy Hart at the time. I could be wrong. And I think Earthquake had just kind of come onto the scene. And this was a TV match. And matter of fact, I had worked a loop with Earthquake. They had brought Earthquake in and didn't know what they wanted. They was just introducing him as John Tenta, and they didn't really know what they was going to do with him. And we was on like a Louisiana loop. And so I'm wrestling with him every night. And so it's the small guy, big guy kind of match, a lot of Shakespeare, a lot of trying to tell a story of, David and Goliath, basically. And so, and he was pretty young. And I don't want to say that he was green, but he was not as maybe seasoned as what they had wanted for just right out of the gate. And so I worked with him, quite a bit. And then before they even put the Earthquake gimmick on him. And so he was, I was wrestling him one night, and he picks me up and slams me and jumps up and down. But when he did, the way that I was on the mat and the way that he bounced, I had kind of got the reverb off of it, and kind of it lifted me off the mat. And I'm sitting there, and I looked over at the referee, and I go, man, that was cool. And I says, tell him to do it again. And so he did it again, and then he did it again, and he did it again. So he's jumping, and I'm bouncing, and the crowd's kind of, getting with it there. So anyway, we finished the match, and we go back, and I remember George Animal Steele. He comes up to us, and he was a road agent on the loop, and he had was talking to us, and I said, man, did you see that? I said, I thought that was pretty cool. And he goes, yeah. And I said, I feel like I was in an earthquake or something. And I'm not going to say that I came up with that or anything like that. But that's what it came to be.